February 14th, 2021, Outer Banks, North Carolina. I made it to North Carolina, the Outer Bank Islands. I floated around, almost landed one time on Ocracoke, but soldiered on as my goal was Myrtle Beach, a little bit farther south. I did manage to go through customs in North Carolina, so my passport into the U.S. is stamped with North instead of South Carolina. That's okay, as I'll be a resident in South Carolina forever. What led me to move country and take this long journey? A book I found at the library all about the Grand Strand. That's the nickname for Myrtle Beach and the surrounding beach communities. The Grand Strand. I just thought it sounded grand and I knew I had to get there somehow. So for whatever reason, my video is not uploading. I've tried it twice. It's been about 3.5 hours. And I am at my wit's end. Yesterday's video got messed up for the sound. My fault, I think. We are packing up. And I am trying to do this one video from here. As you can tell, I was trying to do it in real time. But the editing is not happening. So I am speeding up the process and doing it with a voiceover. Sorry. Yeah, gotta love YouTube sometimes. So I'm taking a piece of jelly paper that had some jelly plate stuff done to it. And these kind of jelly plates are my favorite ones. These are the ghost prints, which a lot of people say the ghost prints are the best. There's pink, there's a green, and then there's a combination of green and pink. And then this is a page that I had done in a book page that had pinks and yellows and oranges, which I haven't used those in a while. Now, it kind of clashes with the deli plate, but this is Ethan Mollusk's arrival into the U.S. and arrival at customs. So we're making his passport stamp in his passport and going through and picking out some stuff as I was sorting through my things, what to take home, what not to take home. I never did use those stencils yet of the big seashells. I found a travel stencil that has the Taj Mahal on it. We're going to pretend that's a sandcastle. We've got some mail stamps, postage stamps that we're going to use parts of them to make it look like an official passport documentation particle. And then we have these Allie Edwards letters. They're not her letters, but she uses them a lot and recommends them. And I really do like them. I think because they're so easy to use. They're for school teachers, but alas, they're also for customs offices in North Carolina. Now, Ethan made it to the Outer Banks, which are the islands close to the Gulf Stream out in the ocean, where most islands are. This is me putting some grunge on the stamp because if you're in the passport office in the ocean, chances are there's going to be grunge on your passport. And I've used some leafy things. I've used some circles. I've used some grunge. I've used more leafy things. I've used... Then I did the Taj Mahal on the piece of paper there, which is onion skin. And I'm using that as his, quote, stamp. In his documentation, I accidentally ripped this thing when I was gluing things, but it's okay. It's usable, and I used it, and it looks to be like a sandcastle, not the Taj Mahal. I got a clear sticker, used part of that. It was a flower or a kind of a weedy looking flower, but it looks kind of like sea oats. That's a map that I put underneath the onion skin, and it kind of all translates in my head as customs, which I did it on top first. This is where I ripped the onion skin. But in my head, it transfers as, the customs documentation, as if it were in the ocean, because that's where Ethan Mollusk is. That clear sticker there is representing sea oats, and this is representing some of the wording on the ocean passport, which are a little bit different about saving the coral reefs and being kind to the ocean and not littering and not overfishing and blah, blah, blah. So, I really like this. This is kind of like the modern girls on, oh, look at that gray hair, on Instagram. And I put a tiny bit of little seashells around. And I really like this. This is, to me, minimal. But the colors did the talking and the stamps did the talking once Ethan got through customs. And then this is a photocopy of an old antique print that is loaded with seashells on one side and some like Greek writing or Egyptian writing. And I put that on the other side to sort of balance out both sides, in my opinion. And then I added a border, for better or for worse. With a metallic marker. And I'm okay with that. So, I'll see you tomorrow back in, still don't like that page, back in, I had to rip off some of these edges because they're sticking out too far in the beginning. Back in Colombia, and we'll finish up this journal. I'm really, really loving this. Thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye.